Welcome back to Farming Simulator 22 with the Rude Man, and here we are back in Missouri. Alrighty, let's get the show started. Get my controller on. And we're back on top of the Jeep. We're yeeping. I got a different headset on today. It's got a little bit of an echo, driving me nuts, but we'll work with it. All righty. And I still didn't get my basketball hoop in. I don't know where it went. It just disappeared, and it's not showing up, even with restarting the game. Isn't that weird? That's just crazy. Can't remember what we were doing. I can't remember. Man, that's dirty. Let's clean that up. It's plenty dirty. We had something that we could have cut. Where's my combine? There we are. I can squirt around this tree. Squirt. I said squirt. I meant squirrel. Squirt around this tree. And we're off like a herd of turtles. Maybe. Thanks, Scorpion. All right, it wasn't that. Okay, so it wasn't. The canola's not ready. What was? What was ready? I can't remember. Kick my boots on. All right, nothing there. Soybeans. Soybeans are ready. Okay. You just sold your peas, make a good price on peas. So, Scorpion, my basketball hoop is still missing. It didn't come back when I reset the game. Isn't that weird? Craig, sold the map. How much did you get for it? I'd sell that for $1. A little RoboCop lingo. Hey, Peter. Peter's in the house. How's Peter doing today? Peter doing great. Oh, does that mean he's Peter the Great? Hi, Andy. You still got the flu, Andy, or are you getting better? I'm hoping you're getting better because there's only one other choice, and it ain't good. Hey, Lori. Right. Let's see here. Whoop. What happened? Wrong button. It still isn't right.
Oh, yeah.
It still isn't right. It isn't right either way. I don't know how big it thinks its header is, but... Thought I saved it from the other day, but I guess I didn't. Well, we'll go with this. Your mead is hot lemon and honey just now. So you're still feeling a little off. Hey, Boyce is in the house. How you doing? Dire mood. I didn't pronounce that right, I'm pretty sure. He's so blue. Yeah, the spread on this tractor, it's spreading the chaff is wider than the header. And he's going into Smurf mode. Oh, we're doing good. It's rainy, which means it's wet. It's rainy and cold and dark. We've been getting some pretty heavy rain, which means really dark clouds. And so it's just been dark. I mean, it doesn't get light till 7 o'clock in the morning, and it gets dark by 5. So it's just pretty much dark all the time. Even during the day, it's damn dark. It's dark. It was a dark and windy night. Whoops. Damien, hello. How are you? You'll get a part in Aviator too. Avatar. Oh, Avatar. Yeah, they're all blue too, aren't they? Damien, what's up? Is it multiplayer? No, it's just single player. Yeah, I don't play with others. I don't play well with others, I should say. Or others don't play well with me. I don't know how you'd put it. So we're doing some soybeans today. I think we got a little sorghum to do. It's more like my own selfish pleasure. Hey Rob, how you doing? How's school? Okay, I hope. I'm gonna do another. I don't have enough room to turn around. Let's do a second headland here. That way I got enough room to turn around. School doing good? School is doing good and you're doing good in it? Are you doing well? Getting all your work done and good grades and all that kind of stuff? Andy's going into lurk mode. He's going to turn a little bit more blue. See, that's what happens when you get older. When you get sick, you stay sick for a while. And this doesn't get over it as easy. Valley Spring is based around here in the west of Ireland. West Ireland. Rob says he's doing good in school. I'm glad to hear it, Rob. I bet your mom's glad to hear it too. Here's that bump in the road. Man, it's quite severe, and you don't see it. It's not easily seen, but that's really rough terrain right there. Uh-oh, wind blew and the dust flew. That header really kicks up a lot of dust, don't it? Yeah, it gives the field character. It's lumpy and bumpy. So I was a little bit, I guess I was on time today, but I thought I was going to be a little bit late because I didn't realize until I started the game that there was an update today. And sometimes the update takes a little bit of a while to load. Today it wasn't too bad. It took 5 or 10 minutes, but it finally got loaded. And I have no idea what the change is. Upcoming DLC. Anybody got any idea what the DLC is? Some more equipment that we can't use. See what it breaks. I don't know. It took my basketball hoop away. It never showed back up. Wee-haw. Tinitarium. Titanium. Should be Tinitanium. What we have. Carrots, parsnips, and red beets. So you know this is a European game because I'm 70 years old and I've never had a parsnip. I have no idea what a parsnip is. You told me where the basketball hoop is. I didn't see it, Scorpion. So if you did, I didn't see it. Type it in again and I'll watch for it. Yeah, I have no idea what a parsnip is. CFL's in the house. Hi, Tim. I'm doing fine. Anybody want to bet what Tim's doing? Oh, oh. When I deleted the junk, it deletes all the decorations. They consider the junk decorations. All right. I guess. He needs to put a sign up. If you delete this, it deletes everything. I mean, the old car bodies didn't bother me. I could have left them. I didn't know it was going to take all the decorations. Although I don't mind the decorations. It's all the trees and hedges and fences and stuff that get in the way if you've got a small map. Look how dirty the windshield's getting. Chewing on a stogie. Guys, check the forecast. It's rain, rain, and more rain all through the week into next Wednesday. They even changed the weather forecast up a little bit. They could just say it's going to rain, it's going to rain, it's going to rain, it's going to rain. For the next 7 days, it's going to rain, it's going to rain, going to rain, going to rain. They break it up. Chance of rain, possible rain, showers going into rain, rain showers, thunderstorms with a little rain. So they try to make it sound like it's a different forecast instead of just saying rain, 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 rain. Sometimes they'll say partial sunny, which means the rest of the time it's raining. Or they'll say showers. Did it again. I got to take those two buttons too close together. I go to hit the GPS button and I hit the wrong one. Cheers, tractor. Drags, how you doing? I'm getting my combine all dirty. Who knew soybeans would be this dirty? I, for one, am doing just fine today. As a matter of fact, I was getting ready to do a little bit of this. I got one left from yesterday. See if I can turn into that. Oh, you got to go into the office tomorrow, huh? Company turkey dinner. They're going to take all the turkeys in the company and cook you guys up. All right, had to go clear down to the bottom of the fridge and pull up a Baja Blast and a straw. There's no psh, so I had to do that myself. Cheers. Oh, damn, that's cold. Ugh. Who's living in denial? Where are you living? United States, West Coast, right on the coast. The Pacific Ocean's about maybe 2 miles to the west of me. Denial. If that was the case, you'd be cooked first. Are you the biggest turkey? I've been to Turkey before. I'm driving through the canola to get to the soybeans. Yeah, big trees that lean way left. Man, it's dusty out here. Yeah, I live in the lost state of Oregon. People around here are lost, I'm telling you. They're so lost. I just don't leave the house anymore. I'm afraid I might run into somebody. These people are nuts around here. Good, Grim Reaper. I guess I could take the logo and change it to something that wasn't quite so Halloween-y. I mean, after all, it's the Grim Reaper. It's going to be Halloween-y even if it's not Halloween-y. Mr. Moto. So far, I haven't had any problems. I don't have a ton of mods in here, but I've probably got 20 or 30 at least. But I haven't had any trouble. course, we just had an update this morning. That might make a difference, but so far I haven't noticed anything. It also all depends on the map too, doesn't it? Are you playing a modded map as well, Moto? Because that could make a difference as well. Yeah, the one I had the problem with was I bought that Loggers Dynasty, and it would not run on my computer. It just crashed. I'd play for about 5 minutes and it'd just crash on me. Hey, look, it almost matches my shirt. So, your save game's deleted a forage wagon? Odd. Well, that means that mod has a problem. That's actually quite common. When they make a change to the game, it might break a mod. It sounds like it broke that mod. That only scared me when I was sleeping the other day. How you doing, JJ? It's party time. JJ leads off with a party. Party hardy. Somebody deliver some mead. Oh, thank you, Mr. Moto. I appreciate it. Yeah, you might want to check. Do you know who the mod author is? I doubt if it's Papa Smurf. Papa Smurf generally doesn't do mods. He just kind of takes them. We've heard from mod authors that he's actually taken their mods and putting his name on it, put it on his page. I don't know. That was at least a year or so ago, so who knows? Maybe he's changed his ways. But it could be if you found the real author, you might find that it's been fixed. JJ's good. Oh, here we go. Well, I wonder what the price of soybeans is today. JJ's getting new glasses. They're going to help you see better. You save all the soybeans for pig food. Well, pig food sells pretty good, doesn't it? I don't know what else you do with soybeans, really. I remember the first pair of glasses I got. I was in my late 20s. I didn't know I couldn't see. More mid 20s. I think I was either 25 or 26. And I've told this story before, but for those that haven't heard it, I used to work for a bank. And when I first started, I was in the collection department. And my partner and I were out looking for a car to repossess. And it was in another town, so we drove to the other town. We're driving through a parking lot. And we're looking for a color and a model of a particular car. And there was one on the end. And my partner says to me, he says, oh, that looks like the car we're looking for. It's the right color and model, but the license plate is different. And I looked at him and I laughed like hell. And I said, oh, come on. You can't see that license plate from here. And he said, yeah, I can. Can't you? And I said, no. I said, it's blurry as all hell. We're too far away. He says, I can read it. And he told me what it was. And by the time we got closer, sure enough, he was right. It was the same make and model of the car with a different plate on it. It wasn't our car, but you know, that wasn't the point. So he said we decided to call it a day, and we started driving back home. We're on the freeway, and as we're driving down the freeway, he says, I'm going to tell you the next sign. I'm going to tell you when I can read it clearly, when it is sharp for me. And he says, I want you to then tell me when it's clear for you. I said, okay. So we're driving 50, 60 miles an hour, 55 mile an hour speed limit. We're driving, the sign, big sign on the side. And he says, okay, get ready. And we waited. We're doing 55. All of a sudden he says, okay, I can read it clearly. And we waited. Finally, we got close to it. And I said, okay, I can read it clearly. He looks over at me and says, dude, you need to get your damn eyes checked. And so I had never had my eyes checked. So I made an appointment with an optometrist. And I went in and he checked my eyes. He says, yeah, you're going to need some glasses. He says, you can read close up, but you can't see distance. And he says, I'll get you a set of glasses. You come in a couple days and we'll get them fitted for you. And I said, okay. A couple days went by. It was a bright sunny day in the middle of Yakima, Washington. Bright sunny day. Must have been fall because or spring, because I remember the cherry trees having blossoms on them. It had to be spring. And he says, come on, I want to take you outside. He says, you're halfway to 50 and never had glasses before. You've probably you don't have any idea what you've been missing. I want to show you. And I said, okay. So I go outside We're standing on the sidewalk almost into the street. And he says, okay, I want you to look straight down the street. And, you know, at all the cherry trees and whatever was down the street, he says, don't be scared. What I'm going to do is I'm going to take your glasses, keep your eyes open, and I'm going to just slowly put your glasses down so that you can see what you've been missing. I said, okay. So I'm standing there with my eyes wide open, and he drops the glasses down, and I swear I almost pissed my pants. I said, oh my God. And he says, yeah. You see how much you have been missing in your life? And he said, what do you think? And I said, well, have you ever seen The Wizard of Oz? And he said, yeah. And I said, you know the part where Dorothy leaves the farm in the hurricane, and when she lands and opens the door, it goes from black and white to color? That's what I just saw. And I literally couldn't believe what I could not see. When I got back to the bank, there was across the street from our building was another bank. And my office sits right at the window where I can look across the street and see the second story of this building. Now, this other building was brick, you know, brick and mortar. Before I had the glasses, it looked like a solid wall. When I put the glasses on, I could now see the individual bricks and couldn't believe how different that building looked. It didn't even look the same at all. It even looked a different color. Yeah, it was pretty amazing. Not that I think JJ's eyes are that bad, but if he's going to get new glasses, he's going to get better eyesight. I didn't say magnifying glasses, Scorpion, because we had that happen too. The same partner. We're driving down the street in Yakima, and he says, oh, Rudy, look, that girl down the street, look at that fine-looking rear end. And I looked at him, I said, at this distance, that fine-looking rear end you're talking about is probably about 3 feet wide at this distance. And sure enough, I was right. By the time we got closer, it was so funny. You had to be there. Right, I got to get rid of the soybeans. Scorpion, did you say there was a pig factory on this farm, or did you put one on? Yeah, I said a little bit more than that, but we'll just leave it, I guess. He said, look at that motion. I said, yeah, it looks like two pigs fighting a gunny sack. It was terrible. I was awful. I know God's going to get me for that. That's why I'm trying to live as long as I can, because I'm going to pay for all my badness when I get... Why is that tractor sitting there with no trailer on it? Huh. Whoa. Am I hitting it? I hope I'm hitting it. Can you put your own down? What happened? I think it is. Is that the yeah, that's the Fent 1000. Well, what's pulling the quicker picker upper now then? If anything is. Where the hell is the quicker picker upper? I've lost it. It's mission impossible. Oh no. Oh no. Oh noes. Okay, maybe we do have a mod problem. Hang on. Let's go to the not that. We'll go to the garage. Miscellaneous? No. Animals, minerals, vegetables. Maybe we've got a mod problem. Oh, did I do that? Okay. It's gone. The quicker picker upper's not in here anymore. Yeah. The game broke some mods. And the best one in the game. That's one of the best mods in the game. Yep, it's not here. Wonder what else is missing. Besides my basketball hoop. Well. You better get on your game, Scorpion, see what kind of mods are missing. Too bad you have to work. Scorpion has to work for a living. It's not his fault. Okay, let's see here. Let's go in construction, production, factories. Okay, straw, seed and fertilizer, potato production, pig food production. That's the one right there. Okay, we're going to put us a pig food production in because that makes you some good money. Good money. All right, we're going to put this... Well, I don't want it too far on the field. So I'll just put it right there. And then let's do... That's not what I want to do. Let's do construction, landscaping. Gonna do some landscaping, some painting. What's that? Asphalt. How come it's not taking those stupid bushes off? The painting should be covering those over, shouldn't they? Oh no, I covered part of my... Oh well. Oh well. That's fine. No biggie. Yeah, we'll have to take a look at the mod. Yeah, I don't know for sure, Scorpion, if I've ever pulled that mod open. It's always worked perfectly. I don't think I've ever pulled it open to see what it was, Anthony, how are you? Yeah, I'm going to pull that one up. Hang on, let me see. Let me save this just in case I do something stupid. I never do stupid stuff, so... Okay, hang on a minute. Let me entertain you. Let's see.
Oh, yeah.
All right, let's take a look at these mods here. Cheers, JJ. So, I'm not going to do anything. I just want to look at this. Make sure I didn't accidentally uncheck it or something. This is it. The Rapid 8400 wind drawer. And it is listed, and it is checked. Interesting. Okay, well, let's get back in the game. That's disappointing. That was my favorite mod. If you think of all the maps that I've played, every single one of them, hang on, I got to go get the quicker picker-upper because that's what I use in every one. Who the hell is that? I have no idea. Well, bummer. That's disappointing. God, they're not giving up. I never answer phone calls on my cell phone because nobody has my cell phone number. I don't give it out. We don't use it as a phone. I know that may sound funny. We're not cell phone users. I never use my cell phone unless, for a phone, unless I'm traveling. If I leave the house, I take my phone with me. Other than that, the only thing I use it for is to track my blood sugars. Because I've got this sensor in my arm back here that's hooked to this. Tells me what my blood sugars are doing. Anyway, that's disappointing. Now I want to quit live streaming so I can go figure out what's wrong with that mod. I'll have to figure out what the changes in the stupid game were. All right, where's my truck? Why me? Almost every piece of equipment I've got on the farm is a mod, so when there's a problem with the mod, I usually know it right away. Because half my equipment would be gone. 99% of it would be gone. All right, what am I looking for? I'm looking for soybeans. And I don't think I've got potatoes or sugar beets. I don't think I've planted any. I'm going to have to plant some if I'm going to make pig food. Yeah, it was an early conversion mod, so who knows? People are going to be pissed, though. There's a lot of people that use that mod. That's okay. People are always pissed. They're always pissed and they never have a good reason. At least this will give them a good reason to be pissed. All right, while he's filling up, do I want a field this big of potatoes? Probably not. That's too big. Probably this cornfield, maybe. Or this is sorghum. Sorry, sorghum. this cornfield. And the cornfield's ready to harvest. Let's get the Grim Reaper out. Where's that going? Because I don't see it. Oh, there. I do see it. It's on the right end there. Okay. It's filling up. Looking for the combine. There it is. Let's go get it. Wash it up. Let me get out of here. Okay, wow. Slow down the boots. All right, so this one here kind of looked a little Halloweenish to me. So, uh-oh. Oh, there it is. Never mind. I thought I had another mod that wasn't going to work. I don't know, Scorp. All right, so customize. We're going to Reaper body type decal. Okay, let's take a look at what we got here. We got none. We got whatever the hell that is. What is that? Wheat? Tint style 1, 2, 3. Oh, that's tint. I'm on the wrong one. I'm on the wrong one. Sorry. That's what I'm looking for. Little purple dude. So there's only 3. I'm just going to keep the first one. And then, all right, so let's customize that. And then, God, does it need repairs already? All right, $13,000 to repaint it? Jeez. Remember I told you it looked like the paint was going weird? Well, there, it doesn't look that much different, but what do I know? Uh-oh. There we go. All right, so let me put the wheels down because we're going to do corn. So let's drop the wheels, drop the header, unhook, and there's my corn header around the corner there. Get through this ditch without crashing. Take it at an angle. I got my balloon tires on. It should just be able to float right over the top, right? All right, here's my favorite part. So I got to get in front here where I can see it. Watch the gravity work. There's the gravity part. Here's the hydraulic part. Sweet. Man, look at the dusty corn. Scorpion and I were commenting the other day as I was doing some corn about the texture of the corn, not the corn itself, but the cut field after you've harvested. It's different than other maps I've seen. Oh wow, what happened? Oh no. When I modded the combine, it changed my combine the way I had it set up. Oh no. All right, I'm gonna fix that. This is not right. See how fast I can take this ditch. Oh! I think the header hit the ground first. Yeah, I see that. I didn't realize it would do that. I don't want to make any changes until I've emptied the bin. I don't remember what size pipe I had on. I think I had a longer pipe on. I did. I had a longer pipe on. Okay, well, I'll have to look at this. Let me dump this and go take a look. You won't lose it? I don't want to take the chance. I didn't, because in other places where I've done that, remember those transport where I'd teleport and I'd lose all the crops? I didn't want to take that chance again. Customize. Okay. Capacity. Can't remember what size. Did I have Michelin's on before? Wide tires. I know I don't like the crawler tracks. Okay, that's what I had. Okay. Why did it change the bin size? It didn't look like it changed anything else. all green. LED corner strobes, green and white, green and white. I'm going to put the police ones on, the red and the blue. Man, they got every color in the spectrum, don't they? That's the one. Okay, I'll take that one. Body decals, GPS. It didn't change anything else. Why did it change the other? That's crazy. This isn't the same pipe I had on it either. That's not the same pipe. Because I had the pipe that that bent around the end there. Dang it. Okay, that's not the same pipe. So let's see, standard capacity. Pipe 8. Okay. Pipe 8. Unreal 7. Unreal 6. Well, that's weird. Oh, I'm not on the pipe. I don't know what the hell I'm doing. Okay. Could you not change the pipe? I mean, that's it does say unrealistic capacity. Engine. Unit decal. Brands. Windows. Reaper. GPS. Ugh, I don't know. I don't know what it's doing. I can always put it back. Well, if I put it back, it'd be a lot more than what I had because I'm increasing the size of the bin. So that would be cheating. Heaven forbid. Is it 3 o'clock? Yeah. I'm just mumbling. Okay. I was trying to find exact south. I'm close. I'm 180.9 degrees. That's close. 180 degrees would be south. Okay. So here's what I want to do. Let's set GPS setup. We're going to do auto width, which I don't think that's right. Why is it doing that? Is it this combine that's messing that up? Because this can't be 59 feet. That header is not 59 feet. It's 9 meters, and I don't know how many feet is 9 meters? Anybody know? Damn it. Oh, I'm sorry. I went backwards. 9 meters. 9 meters is 29 and a half feet. Thank you, Scorpion. Thank you, TJ. TJ Sands Games. How you doing, buddy? Howdy, Florian. Florian Scheibel. Hello. How are you? How are you all doing? Okay. So 29. I always make it smaller than it is. If it's 30, I'm going to make it 29 because if I make it too, it's going to leave a little crop on the side. So I'd rather make it smaller than it actually is. Okay, so let's get out of here. Get back in setup. Set this thing up to do that. And we're going to do... I shouldn't have to do this. I don't understand. So we're going to do... And there it is right there. Pretty almost perfect. And then let's do... corn. We're going to add it on there. Did it add it? Did it? Failed to save truck data. Please create. Oh. All right. It wants me to do this. Are we still 180 degrees? Yeah. Well, it's there. Why is it not working? That's it right there. Why wouldn't it let me save it? All right, let's get back at it. Thank you, TJ. Appreciate it. All right, I got to do a little bit of headland down the bottom or I'm going to end up in that ditch. You know I'm going to end up in it anyway. Are you home now, Scorp? Not home yet. He got hung up at the bathroom. Get out of the gutter. That's not wide enough. Take another chunk out the middle here. These headers seem extra dusty. That might be a problem. That is weird. The dust in the back isn't bad. Look at the dust from the header, though. Holy smokes. Just dusts. I might have to change that. That's that dust might be messed up mod. 'Cause that seemed awful. Let's put it down low, see what it does. We might be having, you know, I would think not though. I would think that if the update messed the mod up, it would mess the mod up. It wouldn't change, you know, the amount of dust that was being kicked up. It would just mess it up so it wasn't kicking any dust up at all, depending on what the mod does. In this case, it's a dust making mod, so let's see what this is gonna do. Okay, so literally there's no dust, front or back. Okay, so let's kick it up to 1. See what it does. So there's a little bit of dust coming off the back wheels, a little bit from the header. I wish you could separate the header from the wheels, because well, when it's not harvesting, there is no dust. That's cool. So the dust was only coming off the back wheels. All right, let's kick it up again. We'll kick it up to, what did I have it set on? 2? Let's kick it up to 2, see what it does. Yeah. Okay, that's where it was set before. That's a bit much. Let's turn it down to 1.5. See what that does. Man, it really changes it drastically, doesn't it? From 1 to 1.5. Well, I'm just going to shut it down to 1 then. And then let's go take a look. I mean, it would be dusty. Probably like this. This doesn't look unusual, so I suppose that would be about what it would look like. But I would think there'd be a little bit more dust coming out the rear end than there is. Maybe. It seems like that's not enough, but I don't know. Corn? Oh. Does corn have straw swath? I don't have a quicker picker-upper, so I'm not making straw. Baja Blast. Commute time. Somebody get a stopwatch out. Be careful around the bathroom and the kitchen. The corners are sharp. Oh, I got the sign. Darn it. Yeah, look at the texture of the cut field on corn. It's different than you see on other maps. Oh, the doo-dah. No Tina today. Lori was in for a little while. Let's see. Craig's lurking. Andy's sick. I mean, Andy's here. He's just relaxing. Scorpion's back. Hey, Scorpion, did all that reconstruction get done that your brother-in-law was doing? Did that ever get all finished up? I don't think stuff like that ever gets finished. I've got some bathroom stuff needs to be done, but that means getting a hold of a plumber. And that's not the easiest thing to do. We were going to try to do it this spring, and we called like 3 plumbers, and none of them ever called us back. That's kind of what I was telling people. If you have a service that you provide, like a plumber, electrician, carpenter, anything that the normal person has to hire somebody to do. Now, I've done a lot of electrical wiring. I'm not afraid to do any of that. I've done a lot of my own kind. Plumbing, I don't like. I've done plumbing in places where you're building something from the ground up. But if you have an existing house that has bad plumbing, you better call a plumber, because I'm not going to attempt it. If you're building a house that doesn't have any walls in it yet, and you're putting plumbing in, I don't have any problem doing plumbing. But my point was, if you're looking for somebody, if they would get hired by me if they just returned a phone call. You know, if somebody returned a phone call, man, that's the guy that's going to get the job, because I call 3 or 4 people and you don't get no phone call back. You call them back again, still no phone call. Just leave a message. One plumber that I called, his mailbox was clear full. You couldn't even give him a message. It would ring and go straight to voicemail. How in the hell do they do business? Unless they've got so much business they can't, handle it. All right, corn's done. Heading back to the barn. Looks like the police. Oh, wait a minute. Was that red and white? I wanted red and blue. I mean, was that blue and white? I can't tell. It looks blue and white to me. I wanted blue and red. Oh well, I'll fix it. Just not now. Amazing. Amazing, right? Lori says. Are you a construction worker? Yeah, it's so hard. I don't understand. I was just... We never did get the work done. I'll have to get it done next year. Too late in the year now. Where have all the banks been? Long time. Well, who knows? He lives in Portland. Portland. Poland and Portland are about the same. He lives in Poland. No, he doesn't. He's from Poland. I think he's kind of like Andy. Andy is Scottish, but he lives in England. That's kind of like being a traitor, isn't it? Okay, so let's see. I got... what did we have on the little field over here? More corn. Okay, I wasn't done. Dang it. I thought I was done. Not even. Where have all the banks gone? Long time being seen. Stiff neck today. I don't know why. I woke up weird today. I woke up and I have a clock here in the office that shines on the wall or on the ceiling. It's a projection clock. I got one in the bedroom too, so that when you're laying in bed, you can just open your eye and look up at the ceiling, see what time it is, and the temperature outside, temperature inside, whether there's rain clouds or not. So it's kind of like a weather phone, a weather clock. But anyway, this morning I woke up and my eyes were kind of gummed up. And I opened up one eye and I thought, oh my God, I slept in. I never sleep in. I'm always up between 4, 5, and 6, sometime around there. Well, I did get up at 4, but I went back to bed. Anyway, the kids' bus gets here at 7:35. And I opened up one eye and I thought it said 7:34. And I thought, oh God, I hope they got up okay, because Carol was gone this morning. She went swimming early in the morning. And so I jumped out of bed, pulled some clothes on, ran down the hallway. As I went past the bathroom, there's Addie in there doing her makeup. And I said, where's Jagan? And she said, I don't know, maybe in the living room. And I said, it's time for your bus to be here. And I'm excited. I said, come on, you gotta go, it's 7:35. And Addie yells out, what clock you looking at? Because it's only 7:04. We still have a half hour. And she was right. Remember I said my eyes were gummed up? I saw 7:0 and thought it was 7:3 somehow. Of course, I wasn't really awake either. And I was having a bad dream at the time anyway, so I was already upset. The problem is, we've only got the one car and Carol was driving it. Now, do we only have one car? No, I've got a lot of cars. But in the wintertime, I store them. Because if we go anywhere, we're going together. Either that or one of us has to go someplace and the other one stays home. Well, if I stay home, I don't need a car. I ain't going nowhere. Unless the kid's got to be taken to school, and then I got to come up with a car. But what we do is I store the vehicles and I take the insurance off of them. And that saves me hundreds of dollars, because even as it is, my car insurance bill's like $400 or $500 a month because of all the cars I got. What they do is, as long as it's, like in a garage, the car is stored. It's not being driven. There's no way somebody's going to crash it. And so what we do is we put fire and theft on it. So it's still fully covered, but it's covered for fire or theft and that kind of. There's no. In other words, they take the liability off of it. There's no liability because we're not driving it. I'm not going to hit anybody, and nobody's going to hit me. So we're not going to court. But I still put, that it still could be stolen or burned up in the fire. So for that, I can store each car for about $12 a month. So I take the insurance off. Now, if I need to drive it, I have to call them and have the insurance put on. And generally, we know we're going to have 2 cars for the weekend. So we'll call and tell them, take it off on Friday and put it back on Monday. And that saves us some money. But I was worried if the kids missed the bus, I don't know how I'd get them to school. Now, I'd have to walk when I was a kid. We didn't have buses. The buses went out in the country and picked up kids. You lived in the city, you were huffing it. And some of the schools were a distance away. There's sometimes that I walk to and from school, and it's at least 35 to 45 minutes to get home. And that was hoofing it. We weren't just leisurely strolling. Uh-oh. That's not gonna work. No, no, no. Pipe's a little bit longer than I thought. Try this again. Uh-oh, what did I do? What have I... What? How'd I get on the tractor? No. There we go. All right, what do we got left? Canola? These boots. Slow them down. Hey, it didn't take my flag down, so it doesn't take all the decorations, I guess. 8 o'clock, 99. CFL, what's up? Oh, it's, what happened? Oh, it's redeem, not redeemed. And stuff. So, all right. All right. Shout out CFL. CFL's name is so big that it makes the picture so small. It's weird. There's the Bard. Right, what was I doing? Canola. I was doing... God. Rob got me. Rob got me on that one. JJ tries to get me on that one. He didn't. Rob got me. Canola ready? Finally. Is ready. See how good. Do you see how ugly the canola looks when it's ready? All righty. We got canola coming off. Canola's really pretty when it's growing. There's nothing, you know, if you drive through central Washington and even some eastern Washington, but mostly central, there is nothing but farms. I mean, for miles and miles and miles. You might see a little bitty town every once in a while, but you see nothing but farmland and maybe a farmhouse here. Then you drive another 10, 20 miles and see another farmhouse. But it's just farmland as far as the eye can see. And just, if it's canola, I mean, it's just beautiful yellow as far as you can see. Or as Addie used to say, Lelo. They call me Mello Lelo. So canola doesn't look very dusty, does it? Is that real? Canola doesn't make any dust? A little bit. Saskatchewan Rough Riders. You ride them hard and put them away wet. CFL's trying to use all his grain buckets up. Don't spend them all in the same place. Have some mead or some beer. Well, it's a long way to Tipperary. Where in the hell is Tipperary anyway? Is that in Europe someplace? It's probably close to Alma, Missouri. I ran out of field. What the hell? I wasn't paying attention. I don't have any money. I wasn't paying anything. All right, Scorpion, good to know. The motion of this seat, not mine, not this one, the one in the combine, is putting me to sleep. Has anybody been watching the Welker Farms? The Welker boys are building themselves dream houses. And the oldest one, Nick, that house is huge that he's building. I don't know how many square feet it is, but it's huge. And it always reminds me of these farmers that are always saying that they don't make any money. I had a farmer who was always arguing with me that I made more money than he did. And I said, how do you figure that? Now, this was 100 years ago, and I think my salary was about $30,000 a year when I was in my 20s or so. And he said, what'd you make last year? I said, around 30,000. I didn't make anything. Well, there's a difference. He's a business, and his living is the business. My living is the wage I make. His living is the business. So if the budget for his business is $2 million a year, well, at the end of the year, any business they're not gonna want to try to show a profit because they have to pay taxes on that. So they play with the numbers so that they don't make any money. But here's the difference, and this is what I could never make these guys understand. The quality of life is of value. And so at the end of the year, his farm is his house, his equipment, including his cars and pickups, an airplane if he's got it. All of that stuff is all wrapped up in the balloon of the business, of the farm. And so at the end of the year, they're saying that the farm didn't make any money. And I'm saying you can't look at it that way, because don't you get a brand new truck about every year or every other year? Don't you trade your old truck in and get a brand new one? Yeah. I said, I can't afford a new truck. I said, don't you take trips to Hawaii once a year with the wife? Yeah. I can't afford to go to Hawaii. I said, don't you live in a 40,000 square foot house? Yep. Mine's about 1,800. And so they don't see that. They think that because at the end of the year, the business shows that they didn't make a profit. That doesn't mean they didn't get to live, as part of that $2 million budget. Part of that $2 million budget is their living. And so their quality of life was a lot better than mine. They don't see it that way. They're just looking at it at the end of the year. You got paid $30,000. At the end of the year, our farm didn't make any money. No, but you got the new combine this year, didn't you? Yeah. Divine Mercy, remembering you made in Microsoft Flight Simulator flying over Mount St. Helens. I do, Divine. That was a fun one. I liked that one. I need to get back on that game. I haven't played it for a while. I changed equipment, and I need to go back in and get it set up again. Oh, Peter said good night. Good night, Peter. Is it that time? Oh, it's time for me to go, too. Anyway, Divine, I hope you enjoyed that video. That was a fun one to do. Well, because it's close to home, I can fly over. Finish this run out here. And there she is, the Grim Reaper. Isn't it pretty? Got stuck on the header. Bumped my head. Look how dirty it gets. I was waiting to see if Divine had anything else to say on that video before I sign out. Those things are so bright you really can almost can't tell that they're white and blue. Well, you can. But, sweet. Well, I guess I have to walk all the way back to the farm because I didn't bring a truck out here. It's gonna take me a while. Oh, you're welcome, Andy. I'm just hanging for a second because I wasn't sure if Divine Mercy had anything more to say. Of course, I don't know if you guys know it, but after I shut the stream down, I leave the chat going. I can still see the chat because the chat on the channel is still probably going, but so I kind of catch up over there as it's coming to a conclusion. Anyway, I am going to stop it here. I hope you had fun today. Thanks for joining me. Thanks for being here. Andy, get better. You got to get better because there's only one other alternative. And I'll see you guys tomorrow maybe if you want to see a little more Baldur's Gate. Anyway, thanks for being here. Take care of yourselves. Take care of your families. Stay safe. Stay well. Thank you, Lori. Ta-ta for now. Bye-bye.